Namaste and welcome to SonaliJoshi's Astrojyotihealing. I welcome all of you to this live stream, and this live stream is going to be related to solar eclipse, its impact, what is the remedy, and what precautions we can do in order to lessen that negative impact if there is any. To those of you who are new to astrology, the eclipse that happened in Australia early this morning was in the sign of Aries and it was in the nakshatra of Ashwini. Indian time as well as US time, the new moon, Amavasya, is still there, and the effects of eclipse that happened in nakshatra of Ashwini in the Aries sign will be seen or will be unfolded after 6 months. However, as Rahu was approaching Sun or Sun was going closer to Rahu, certain things have already started happening. To those of you who have Aries sign or Libra sign, or those of you who have Sun and Moon in the Aries and Libra axis, might have noticed certain things happening. And those things could be, if this Aries sign is placed in the first house, then you will notice something about your own personality, about your physical health changing. Either you are looking to find some solution to the health problem or something related to your image. If it is related to your seventh house, you will notice something related to business partnership or your spouse. If it is related to your third house, eclipse happening in the third house, it is in the third house, you will notice something related to your teammates or your siblings. And usually, people will have that aspect as aspect of continuous thinking or little bit anxiety or maybe some worry. If in your natal horoscope your sun is placed really well and your Rahu is also placed very well, Rahu is your Lagna Lord or Rahu is placed at a higher dignity, then you are used to these kinds of outcomes. If in your natal horoscope there is a conjunction of Moon Ketu or conjunction of Sun and Rahu, then you are used to this pattern. Usually eclipses happen in the same nakshatra after the gap of 19 years. So if you are above 37, 38, then this is your second eclipse happening in the same nakshatra. You know this pattern and you know what mistakes you should not repeat. Eclipses happening on the 1-7 axis or Ashwini Swati usually are related to healing. They are related to how you deal with your relationships, partnerships, and the outcome from them. Before we move further, those of you who have already applied for divorce or they are in separation, their court case is going on, very likely you might have seen progress or it is going to give you the outcome in next 6 months. Rahu and Ketu are about to start their next cycle, so they are going to dissolve whatever is not needed and they are going to start afresh. And this can happen depending on where this axis falls. If it is a fourth and 10th axis, people are about to change their home, either buy a new home, go into new rental home. They have already done it recently or they will do it. If it is related to 10th house, Aries in the 10th house, then you will realize you are changing job. The environment at job is such that you feel lot of pressure and you feel like starting afresh, do a new beginning, or if there is Ketu placed, then it could be forced layoff. Whether you want to stay with the company or not, you may be asked to leave the company. And the reason why certain things unfold is due to the past life karma that we all carry. Rahu and Ketu are about giving us the results to move forward in life. They are about our ancestral karma. So this Amavasya Grahan time is also a good time to do Tarpan. Do prayers for your ancestors, seek their blessings, and pray for their Sadgati. Be thankful to them. And the remedies of eclipse are usually related to completing this pending karma. The eclipse following in the sign Aries, it means you should donate something that is a part of basic necessity. If Rahu is placed well, I will not suggest the remedy of Rahu. Rather, you should do the remedy of Ketu. So donate necessary food items because all these planets are going into Taurus Navamsha, which is about resources. Sun, Moon, as well as Venus are in Taurus. You can donate clothing, donate food, donate emotional support, or respect someone. This is the biggest remedy for this eclipse. As far as the donations go, you can donate masoor dal, you can donate any seasonal fruit, you can donate usually mango because Ashwini denotes the red color, or it denotes something that energizes you. And mango is supposed to be the fruit that is going to energize you. Those of you who have dominant Gemini or Virgo, they can donate the raw mango kairi. You can donate wheat also, all the basic necessities, food, clothing, and shelter or water. At the same time, emotional support and respecting someone. This is the biggest remedy, and this will give you the desired result. This will reduce the negative impact for you. Remember this Amavasya, Purnima, and Sankranti. These are the days where you should always do donations to take care of your pending karma. If Aries sign falls in the second house, people are worried about their family values, about how they will be able to speak and what people will take meaning out of it. They might be worried about if somebody is expecting a child, they are worried about that. If this eclipse happens in the third house, Aries falls in the third house, you might be worried about your sibling, teammate, or your brother or sister. If it happens in the fourth house, you're thinking about changing the house, thinking about your mother's health, and it can take you to the little bit of worry side. If the eclipse falls in the fifth house, you're worried about your image, your fame, your creativity, and your kids, how they will do. If they have exams and something important going on, you're thinking about that, kind of worried about that. Some of you might be thinking about changing a job and going through the process of job interview. Connection of third and fifth will also give you worry about that interview or job. If eclipse falls in the sixth house, you are thinking about how I can repay this debt, about your mortgage payment. Somebody has borrowed money from you and they have not given it back. If eclipse happens in the seventh house, you're thinking about partnerships, business partnership, what new business you can start in order to get more profits. Eclipse happening in the eighth house, you're worried about what will be the outcome from mutual funds or stocks that you have already bought. Either they'll be uh, going down, or you may be going through a lot of losses and you're thinking about how I can recover them. If Rahu is placed well, usually you are thinking about more gains than before. Always remember no shortcuts, no loopholes in carrying out anything. Eclipse is a time of high energy in the environment where people tend to find loopholes, shortcuts, and try to do something quick. In general, remember instead of doing the side of Rahu or taking the side of Rahu for loopholes, shortcuts, and something quick, be on the side of Ketu. Let go of, bad feelings, revengeful feelings, anger. Try to have more patience, and instead of frustration or feeling low, always try to find out something that will be giving you support. Always think of one thing which is better, which has happened good in your life. That way, you will restore the energy of moon. You'll try to find the balance. If this eclipse is happening in the ninth house, you are thinking about how I can not follow what my father did or his principles, what my mentor taught me, or how I can overcome uh, what has happened because of following their teachings. You're trying to go ahead of them. If it is happening in the 10th house, the job environment is the reason for your worry, or this is something you always wanted, but it's not happening. But understand, the eclipses don't stay forever. It is a temporary thing. And on 24th, Rahu and Sun are going to be exact conjunct. That is the maximum effect one can have. And after that, as Sun moves away from Rahu, you will notice if Sun is placed well in your horoscope, you will start getting back to where you want to go. Those of you who have Rahu more powerful than Sun, they have already probably getting the results. If eclipse happens in the 11th house and your kids are married, you're worried about your daughter-in-law or son-in-law, how they are behaving, how they are dealing with the profits, or whether the things that they are doing are profitable or not. You can also think about your own rewards and what success and gains you can have, or how you can use your friend circle to give you the boost that you are looking for. Or somebody can be worried about why I don't have a single friend. Remember, Rahu and Ketu during eclipse time work with Sun and Moon. So our mental peace and the image that we want to have in this world is usually impacted. In the 12th house, if this eclipse is happening, people are thinking about how I can get a chance to go to foreign lands, how I can get income through either foreign companies or import export. Those of you who have businesses related to import export or have offshore work, they are thinking about either loss that is happening or how I can change the equation back there. If you have applied for immigration, visa related things, you're worried about that. Always remember, Ketu has natural tendencies for the 12th house. It is the planet of liberation or moksha. So donate, meditate, and this will help you reduce your anxiety, reduce your worry, and you will find a solution for your problems. This axis is reversed with Ashwini and Swati nakshatras. So there will be some confusion, but listening to your own mind will give you the right choice. Take the path of Ketu. Ketu denotes the flag, Ketu denotes the victory, and it is about victory of good nature, good character over everything that is bad, demeaning, and dehumanizing. Hope this video helps you to steer the path from here and gives you the remedy to do. Namaste. Thank you. Shubhamastu.